now know that today the title will be won by one of two drivers. Either the flawless Tom Ingram, who already has one hand on the trophy, or the outstanding four-time British Touring Car champion, Ash Sutton, who could defy the odds today. Welcome to Brands Hatch and welcome to the title decider of the Kwik British Touring Car Championship.
What does it mean to be champion?
It means everything.
Everything.
I want to make history.
I want to be champion.
It all comes down to this.
Lights on the Donington gantry will glow red. Sutton up the inside of Camish and he takes the lead. Round one, won by Ash Sutton at Donington. Really good getaway by Ingram, and he's already gapped Camish. Tom Ingram crosses the line at Alton Park.
Leave nothing out there.
Sutton leads at the end of the lap. What a move!
He's done it!
It's getting really close to the top now. 8 points is nothing. There's no one that's going to be relaxing, that's for sure.
He's relentless.
I want to be champion.
This is round 26, and it is go. And Ingram's already up into fourth. It is going to be win number 6 of the season for Tom Ingram, who dominates race 2 at Silverstone.
The game is still on when we go to Brands.
Last man standing.
It all comes down to this.
It's a straight fight between two greats of the modern British touring car era. Tom Ingram sits top of the standings with 419 points, 33 points clear of the only title rival Ash Sutton. But so much is on the line, as is the case for a coveted third place finish. Dan Camish currently sits in that bronze position. Just 3 points behind though, and breathing down his neck is the outgoing champion Jake Hill. Also in contention is Camish's teammate Dan Rowbottom, who's on a course for a season best finish. Either Sutton's Napa Racing UK or Ingram's Team Virtue will clinch the team's title today. And it's going right down to the wire in the manufacturers, with only a single point separating Alliance Racing Ford and Accelerate Motorsport Hyundai. Among the independent drivers, it's a three-way scrap between Dan Lloyd, Mikey Doble and Chris Smiley. Restart Racing have all but claimed the team honours following their dominant season. And in the Jack Sears Trophy for drivers who started the season without a podium finish, either Daryl DeLeon or Charles Rainford will be the victor. So a fantastic 10-weekend season nears the finish line here at Brands Hatch. This unique Grand Prix circuit is a natural amphitheatre offering unrivaled views and vantage points for fans to view what could be a final day of heartbreak and heroics. Round 28, 29 and 30 are coming up with so much still to be decided.
So, lights go red, let's get race day underway because the engine notes rise, the lights go out, we go racing, and who makes the best of the starts? It is going to be Camish, but a good getaway by Chilton then to get up alongside Rowbottom on the run down towards Paddock. He's ahead of him as well as Rowbottom gets Adam Morgan into the back of him. Jake Hill comes next, Robo switches sides and tries to get alongside Chilton on the run up the hill. Chilton doesn't give him a huge amount of room, but Rowbottom stands his ground on the inside line. It's Dan Camish in the lead, it's Dan Rowbottom second ahead of Chilton, then Morgan, then Hill, and Ingram is next. Look at this, Ingram is on the attack. He's not just banking points, he's going for it.
Yeah, and Sutton has been sort of caught up in that block of cars immediately behind. Oh, puncture for Jake Hill, left front.
Driver on that one for Jake Hill down at Hawthorne. He gets the car around the corner, but that's going to be another WSR BMW in the pit lane. Daryl DeLeon is still there as you go on board with Ash Sutton, who, if anything, looks like he's been shuffled back in the queue rather than going forward. As now, look, Rainford gets ahead of Ingram. Now he does try and commit to the issue. Rowbottom squeezes him up the curb and Chilton keeps on coming. He forces the door open, gets his shoulder against it to force it open there.
Having opened the door, teammate Morgan tries to get inside, has contact with Rowbottom, and that drops him back a further 3 places, but of course advances that man Ingram.
We understand that Aidan Moffat has had a spin up at Druids and rejoined, as there is Charles Rainford also getting ahead of Adam Morgan. Big effort to be made there, though, on the inside line by Gordon Shedden, who beautifully goes ahead of Dan Lloyd. And interestingly, that's medium tyres passing softs. And we are currently on lap 8 out of 15, as you see there. Sam Osborne going through ahead of Mikey Doble. Chilton then goes to the inside to try to cover off a move from Rainford. Morgan gets up the inside of Rainford as well, and he's going to go through for third. Good move by Adam Morgan there. Rainford slightly hung out to dry on the outside. Another run between them. Rainford gets spat out onto the dirt. Adam Morgan goes through for third. We're on lap 12 out of 15, and Rowbottom's 6th place may not last to the end. Now, we've not touched on Ash Sutton for a while, but there he is, and he's about to go a place down against Chris Smiley. That is bad, bad, bad news for Sutton. But Cork is alongside inside. Taylor Smith, look at the two Toyotas trade paint, and Kwik goes through. Really opportunistic move, brilliant.
Yeah.
It is round 28 of the championship, and it's win number 3 of the season for Dan Camish. Dan Camish wins race 1 of the day. Tom Chilton takes second, just a 10th up on Adam Morgan. Charles Rainsford is 4th, and Tom Ingram 5th across the line from Rowbottom, Shedden. Then it is going to be Dan Lloyd to win the independence contest, and Ash Sutton will be 9th at Flagfall. Lights out, away we go, and a good getaway is made by Charles Rainsford in the BMW, and Tom Chilton is away nicely as well, round the outside of Camish as they go towards paddock. Chilton leads, here comes Rainsford picking them off on the outside, he clears Camish, he's going to have a run at Chilton up the hill as well in the BMW as Sutton accelerates up the hill in pursuit of Rowbottom. On the outside line is Rainsford for Druids, and it's going to be Chilton has a big slide there, sends Adam Morgan out wide, and he tumbles down the field, having been on the podium in race 1. Jake Hill's made good progress already, but it's Chilton from Rainsford as they accelerate onto Cooper Straight for the first time. You've got Camish third, and Ingram's already picking his way through the traffic. He's 4th, he's 3rd, he's nearly 2nd. Rowbottom, though, is under attack from Shedden. Look in the Toyota as they come across the line, and Ingram has a big dive on the inside of Rainsford. That's going into paddock, that's for 2nd place, and Ingram goes through. And now Sutton on the boost, comes up to have a go at Camish, but he's got to do it on the boost. Camish lets him go.
Yeah, as it stands at the moment, the championship will, of course, go to... Here comes the change. Up the inside goes Ingram. Chilton's happy to let him go. Ingram also has fastest lap.
Sutton now makes the move for 3rd. Dives to the inside of Rainsford into Westfield. Gets the job done. So through goes Ash Sutton. Now let's see what he can do relative to Tom Chilton. And a big moment, and that is Rainsford off the road and into the barriers, and oh so nearly up onto 2 wheels. Charles Rainsford's race is run, so we are on lap 6. We are under safety car conditions here at Brands Hatch. The green flag drops, Tom Ingram bolts away. What can Sutton do on the run up towards paddock? Chilton covers off the inside line. There's a whole queue of Napa Racing Fords right on the back of Chilton as they come through the corner. Look at Jake Hill in the background, up alongside 2 of the Toyotas, and Adam Morgan there, look, he's trying to squeeze his way up the inside of Moffat, and drama at Druids. That's Taylor Smith off the road and into the gravel. That's Chilton, who's got a problem up at Druids, and the car has stopped, so that's going to give Ash Sutton 2nd place.
On board with Sutton. They get to the board and off they go.
Green flag is waved, then we go back racing here at Brands Hatch as they come across the line. It is Ingram ahead of Sutton. It's Camish third, trying to defend from everybody as they dive into the corner. There'll be things on the line in race 3 as Proctor has a great move up the inside of Camish from one side of the road to the other. Goes darting through on the inside, and he's done it. He needs to switch back to the inside line heading out of the corner, and the gap is just about there for Shedden. Onto the last lap they go on the boost. It's Gordon, and he's going to clear the Ford. Nice move. Gordon Shedden goes through. For the 2nd time, the Kwik Fit British Touring Car Championship is won by Tom Ingram. The checkered flag is waved. Tom Ingram celebrates in style as he comes across the line. He's done it. It'll be all smiles in the car. Spencer Aldridge, his engineer, is all smiles in the garage. Tom Ingram, British Touring Car Champion. Well done, Tom. It's the obvious question, but how does that one feel?
Oh, mate. Oh, my gosh. That is absolutely amazing feeling.
And a champion's drive, Tom, to win the title and win the race. I mean, it doesn't get much better, does it?
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. As I cannot put into words just how special this feeling is after everything that's gone on. Team Virtue, what have we done? Come on!
Everybody looks towards the lighting gantry for one last time. Let's go racing in the Kwik Fit British Touring Car Championship. Moffat launches away, so does Jake Hill up the inside of Josh Cook to go 2nd on the run towards Paddock Hill Bend for the first time. Moffat will lead the way, Hill 2nd, Cook 3rd, and then the Napa Racing Fords strategically all ahead of the Team Virtue Hyundai's bar 1, and that is that Sam Osborne needs to try to get up through the ranks, but you've got 3 Fords ahead of all the Hyundais as they round Druids for the first time.
Predictably good rear wheel starts from both the BMWs, Moffat from pole and Jake Hill from 3rd up to 2nd.
But in towards Paddock Hill Bend for 2nd place, Hill ahead of Cook, and then it's Ash Sutton in 4th, walloping the curb, trying to go to the outside line now. Up the inside goes Josh Cook, late on the brakes. Sutton dives to the inside as well. He's up the inside of Hill. Cook goes 2nd, Sutton for 3rd potentially as they come down towards Graham Hill Bend. Ash Sutton may have lost the championship earlier on in the day, but he's not given up the fight in any sense, has he? He wants another race win, and he's almost almost alongside Hill. Along Cooper Straight, that BMW is going backwards, not forwards as we expected. As we stand in the independents, Chris Smiley would be up to second at the expense of Mikey Doble, and contact between Camish and Rowbottom. Camish spins, he's going to just about avoid the gravel, but he's got broken suspension, and that's Camish out of the race, out of the fight for third in the championship. Contact between him and his teammates as Josh Cook now gets up the inside of Aidan Moffat for the race lead. Cookie's going to go by. Great move. Through he goes. Moffat gave him racing room as Josh Cook takes the lead. So Josh Cook pulls the pin, accelerates away. Behind him it is Aidan Moffat, and let's see what Ash Sutton can do on the run up towards Paddock. Equally, Jake Hill's thinking about a move to the inside, and he's got Gordon Shedden behind him. Then Dan Rowbottom next up, and Sutton to the inside of Moffat for second place as they climb the hill. Ford on the inside, offline there. Look, there's a lot of grass after the Camish drama, but Sutton goes second, and Hill tries to crowbar open a gap on the inside against Moffat, but he's on the outside for the next corner, and there's more BMW drama in the background. That was DeLeon and Rainford, I think, getting together. Let's see what that's done to the Jack Sears Trophy out.
Jake down the inside this time of Moffat, must get the move done, I'm sure. He had to just close the door from Shedden. Is he through? He is.
Brakes glowing on Nick Hamilton's Cupra as we see there heading down towards Hawthorns. A big effort against Dan Rowbottom coming from Adam Morgan. Tom Ingram has got ahead, so that we've had a change for 6th, now a change for 7th. But Dan Lloyd can't afford to let him by. He can't afford to be throwing away points. Doble locks up. Dan Lloyd might be being a bit overcautious in all of this, and Hamilton round the outside to gain the place. Fantastic. Well done, Nick, and now he's going to have a go at Mikey Doble as well. This is potentially going to change the independent outcome as well. Lloyd needs to get back past Hamilton.
Well played, Nick Hamilton, using the car and the tyres to his advantage, but he's had to get stuck in.
He has, but it might well be to the detriment of Dan Lloyd. And if Lloyd needs to fight back, well, he can't afford to let Buxton through, and he has gone by. There are the leading cars through, and you've got further back here. Look, Shedden ahead of Moffat. He's done it. He's got up into 4th place. Moffat fights back. There's a lot to resolve on this last lap, and here's one of the fights. This is 4th, and it's Shedden staying ahead.
Yep.
Checker flag at the ready for the final time this year. Race win to Josh Cook for Toyota Gazoo Racing UK. Ash Sutton takes 2nd. 3rd across the line is Jake Hill, and then the fight for 4th was Gordon Shedden ahead. He is still ahead of Aidan Moffat, who has now got Tom Ingram right up behind him as they come up towards the line. So this is the battle for 5th. It's Moffat ahead of Ingram. Next through it's going to be Adam Morgan, and the fireworks go off as the champion comes home.
We will be back on air 18th and 19th of April at Donington. Don't miss it.